Hi, welcome back to Hobby Life. This is episode 6 of the Avatar Netflix live action reaction. Um, Not much to say in terms of what happened in the last episode. I'm not gonna talk too much at the start, hopefully, anymore. But I mean, if you do like it, then that's fine. But honestly, the last episode didn't even feel. It was one of the first episodes that didn't feel like it had a conclusive ending. As far as I can remember, like Aang popped out of the spirit world and then he's gonna go see Roku to figure out how to get Katara and Sokka out of there, from Ko's grasp. So I guess we're just gonna hop into it and see where that takes us this time. But yeah, so far, I mean, honestly, the Boomy thing is still just fresh in my head, and it's making me a Netflix series. It's just making me somewhat reluctant to watch, just in case things go south. But
We spend so much time hiding who we really are, making sure no one sees the person we truly want to be. But that uniform suits you well.
Does it look right? I had trouble with the shoulder guards.
There. Perfect. I remember my first War Council meeting. They were smaller affairs back then, more private. Ozai, however, seems to enjoy having an audience.
Father says he welcomes different opinions.
I'd advise against testing that. Best to observe and learn for now.
looks like they're setting up for the
There.
banishment. Looking good.
How do I look?
Like a prince.
Why are we off course? Who changed the heading?
G.
Lieutenant G, I asked you a question.
We were given new orders.
New orders by who?
By me.
Get out of here, Tyler.
We've been playing catch up for too long. I think it's time for a new strategy.
You
Is
think
it the moon spirit strategy? Is this it?
I am the one hunting the Avatar.
I am in charge of this mission. I am the commander of this ship.
And I am an admiral.
This is a bit
No matter how minimal.
annoying though, like.
I
But
come
I
late
kind of actually like this better.
to discuss
rather than-
a few personnel changes.
Rather
I
than being like
to make.
two different forces
then,
facing
carry
each
on.
other. It's more like this is like Zuko literally has to deal with Zhao in
What's
his
happening?
ranks, busting his chops.
Lieutenant G, resume our original course.
Admiral Zhao was very clear with these orders and what would happen if we didn't follow them.
Now, can we please kick Zhao's ass in an Agni Kai?
Are you seriously gonna let this spineless slug tell us what to do?
Like, Dallas is really good at showing like desperation, despite not
For the
like
last 3
overtly
years,
being
we've
desperate.
only had each other. And that's still true. Only those of us on this boat know what it's been like. Zhao is not the one who deserves your loyalty. Zuko is.
Loyalty? General, with all due respect, your nephew doesn't know the meaning of the word. If he did, he would have shown us, the people who've been with him night and day for 3 years, a lot more respect. Instead, we've had to put up with his insults and abuse and tantrums. He doesn't care what we've had to sacrifice because he's never had to sacrifice anything. And if you ask anyone here, they'll tell you he may be a prince, but he's not our prince. Sir,
Whoa, like. Why, like, why are these, why?
I know
Did they send
Zuko
this
has
crew
his
with
rough
him?
edges. But you must understand, he's been through a lot. And he knows far more about sacrifice than you can ever know.
Guess he's going to the, Roku's temple? Yeah, he got here fast. By himself, too. Monkey feathers. The solstice again. Honestly, that's kind of such a cringe pose. Can you imagine?
Greetings, wise sages. I'm glad to see you. My name is Aang, and I'm here to visit the Shrine of Avatar Roku.
That's kind of a big risk
see-
he's doing here.
I'm the Avatar.
We know.
Wait!
Oh man!
You're supposed to be men of peace.
After him!
I'm a friend.
Good. Sometimes well, that's cool. Sometimes I wish they didn't say after him. Like, I think everybody knows they should chase him. Search everywhere after him. It's like, yeah, these are kind of obvious unless you want to micromanage your team.
Oh, easy, girl.
Maybe that's why they're villains though, just like
is that
micromanaging. Ugh.
Okay, Nyla.
The creatures have been
Let's go.
the creatures have been great though.
These are relics from previous avatars that my grandfather gathered for safekeeping.
So you need to get something here.
I need to make contact with Avatar Roku. He's the only one who can tell me how to save my friends.
I will hold them off for as long as
Dang.
I can.
Now,
I really hope I hope Shaggy's like just
step
don't
aside.
firebender that
I can't do
completely obliterates stuff.
Then you shall burn.
Please don't kill
along
this
with the rest
guy.
of the non-believers.
Like at least in the cartoon, like Roku was able to kick ass here. Let's hope he does the same.
Who dares disturb the peace of the Avatar?
Man, why do they make all the avatars seem so
It's me, Aang.
Is it not
menacing
customary
and
to
just-
bow before your elders and to avert your eyes
I really hope he's just joking around.
and hop on one leg?
Okay, yes. but, but maybe a bit too goofy, but still.
Forgive me, I couldn't resist. It's good to see you, Aang.
I thought you'd all be like that. Aren't avatars incarnations of each other?
We share the same spark, but we are our own people. I'm different from Kyoshi, just as you are different from either of us. For instance, what did Kyoshi tell you the role of the Avatar was?
She said I need to be a fierce, merciless warrior.
Yes, there are times when the Avatar must resort to force and intimidation. But in addition to being a warrior, the Avatar must also be a diplomat.
So, we can solve the world's problems without hurting anyone?
We can try, but there are consequences if we fail. But like Yoshi, I am here to aid you in your journey. Anything you need.
It has to do with Ko.
Anything but that.
You don't understand.
No, you don't understand. Ko is a predatory spirit who can hurt you in ways you can't imagine. Just ask Avatar Karuk.
I don't have a choice, and I'm running out of time.
I feel like
He's captured my friends,
Roku
and
being
if
the
I
one to
don't
be
do
like,
something,
nah.
we'll be lost forever.
I mean, I don't know.
Please. I heard you defeated him once.
No, I never defeated him. I only managed to take something from him.
What did you take?
His life.
A totem that represents something that Ko needs and cannot forget. The pennant belonged to the Mother of Faces, an ancient spirit who crafted faces for all living beings.
So there's no one crafting them anywhere?
It's because of her that identity came into
This
this
is a-
world. And she,
Was this concept
is
ever
Ko's
touched
mother.
in the
Ko longs for the same
extended
thing we all
universe
do.
stuff?
Family.
A totem. Sounds like something he'd be willing to trade for. Thank you, Roku.
Aang, I hope that you're able to save your friends. But the truth is, for the Avatar, friends can be
Friendly.
a liability. The Avatar has to make the impossible choices, placing the world's needs ahead of your needs.
So far, not completely off, but also not. Please don't tell me the guy is incinerated outside. Yo, he was like some kind of one manner.
What happened to them?
But yeah. Was it the arrow? No, maybe they had the arrow people.
Paralyzed.
What the? Is it thing? Is that Jin? Okay, okay. This is a weird. This is a weird change, but interesting.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah, I guess right there, like Aang's gonna spend like 0 time with Sokka and Katara in season 1, which is weird.
So you're the Avatar, huh? Not sure what all the fuss is about. So if you're smart, you just sit back and wait for the dust to clear and then pick through the broken pieces for the leftovers.
What if I want broken pieces or leftovers? What if I want the main core? I'm just...
As far as I'm concerned, the world's just fine the way it is.
You did it. You actually got him.
Feel free to count it.
I trust you. You know why?
Because if there's any missing, you'll come after us?
Because you're so cute.
What a reversal of roles.
Oh, and careful. This one's got a lot of heat on him. Bunch of hunters been sniffing around. Folks not to be messed with. See you around, Avatar.
Please, just let me do what I have to do, and I swear I'll come back. You couldn't have always been this way. What happened to you?
The Earth Kingdom's forces are concentrated along the southern coast.
Wow, look how
Try to
bright-eyed
flank
and
them, but
happy
they keep
Zuko is.
lengthening the line.
What would you do?
Your Highness, I would
Not
suggest...
you. Zuko. What would you do?
Zuko's not just gonna speak out of turn to be like...
Horn's tactic. Enveloping flanks, leaving an escape route to draw them out.
Didn't you hear the general? They're protected by cliffs on one side.
Tundra tanks to come over the top.
They're earthbenders. Our tanks would be buried under rocks in seconds.
We could advance a division... here. With the enemy's firepower focused on that diversion, we can launch pinning attacks here... and here.
If you send them into the heart of the forces, how will they retreat?
They won't.
But they'll be lost. You're gonna sacrifice them.
Sacrifice is a part of war. What division do you suggest?
The 41st. They're mostly new recruits, they're expendable. This isn't something you learn in a textbook. Little boys should know better than to play at war.
It's a terrible plan.
What did you say?
I said, it's a terrible plan.
There is only one way to resolve this. Agni Kai.
That was good.
Someone's out there.
Don't tell me it's Zhao and his people. How is he? How is he
Over my
just
dead
like
body.
disobeying orders?
Tempting. However,
How dare they?
the Yuyan archers. Ozai was gracious enough to lend them to me. It said they can shoot the wings off a glowfly from 1,000 paces.
This Zhao is even more frustrating than the cartoon, which is good, but oh man.
I'm sure the Fire Lord is eager to take possession of his prize. He's been waiting a long time, and I don't want him to be disappointed any more than he already has been.
Bro, you're nobody. Stop talking like you're somebody.
Hohai stronghold is impenetrable. Why do you think Zhao told us he was going there?
Make sure you get this down. The Fire Lord will want to know all the details of the Avatar's capture. Make it clear I spared no effort in
But you didn't do
securing
anything.
him. And we should add a few thoughts from the Avatar himself. If not for the Fire Lord, then for posterity. Oh, you won't be killed. If you die, you'll just be reborn. We'd have to begin our search for the Avatar all over again, so you'll live.
So far,
Though not
like,
well.
I'm digging this episode a lot more than the others, and I think it's because specifically of who the main characters are right now. Like just Aang, Zhao, Iroh, and Zuko. Just very solid.
Until now, only one thing stood in our path to victory. The
I
Avatar.
can't believe they actually think fire is the
And
superior
today,
element.
we've done something no one has been able to do. We
You didn't. What do you mean no one has been able to? Zuko, June literally did that. You didn't do that.
This is just the first step. There will be mighty battles to be fought. But not tonight. Tonight, we will
I don't know why, but the way he said celebrate reminded me of Ken Jeong from Community. I really hope Ken Jeong's like has some minor role in this somewhere.
Did you get everything?
You know it, as much wine as I could haul.
All clear.
I think I think Aang has been in prison 3 times in the last 6 episodes. Yeah. I really hope if they continue this, that they get like slightly more episodes per season, just so that they can have a bit more time to spend together. Like honestly, so far the most believable relationship for me is literally Zuko and Aang. Those guys just standing there like that. They are.
Who's there?
I'm surprised these guys don't just go running. It's like you hear the struggle and you don't.
Sound the alarm.
Who are you?
Yeah, I like that turnaround there.
Right.
Like that turnaround was so.
Talk later.
It's such a Zuko, or not like a Dallas Zuko mannerism. Get wrecked, son.
The Avatar has escaped! There, on the wall! Don't let them get to the gate!
Yeah, the guy spotted it quick.
Avatar! Stop him!
Yeah, knock him all off. Please tell me they did stealth stuff. I'm glad they kept this in because this is the best. This is the best part of the original. Nice. Oh damn! Did they get over though?
What are you doing?
Open the gate! Sir?
Do you have a shot? Take him out.
Luckily, he was wearing the mask, man. Nice.
You shouldn't try to move. You're hurt. Trying to help.
I don't need your help.
Fine. Have it your way.
I kind of like this like extended time between them. Like Angus literally spent more time with Zuko than the others so far.
Can I ask you something? It might be a little personal. Goat hair or rabbit? Your calligraphy brush. Goat hair or rabbit? Your characters are so neat. I mean, I could never get mine like that. Monks used to say lemur droppings were more legible than my brushstrokes.
I like this. I wonder if you had any
Goat hair.
personal journal entries in there.
It's stiffer, more control. My teachers made me practice every morning. I wasn't allowed to do any fight training until I had done 100 vertical strokes and 100 horizontal.
Me too. Except mine were for spiritual studies.
But it looks like Zuko's warming up a lot sooner in this one. Rather than completely being
Those guys out there.
an angry
Fire
person.
Nation.
Yes.
So they're on your side. Why are you fighting them?
They're not on my side. But they will be. When I capture you and bring you back,
Maybe you don't have to be like the other firebenders. Maybe you could be better than them.
He already is better than them.
You know what the Fire Lord is doing is wrong. So you don't have to be like him. You can show some compassion.
I'm just like trying to figure out. Okay, never mind.
How dare you? I'm the crown prince of the Fire Nation. I will be the example for all firebenders. And my father is a great man.
Okay, I was.
Compassion? Compassion is a sign of weakness.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you.
It's cool, Aang. You don't have to apologize.
I have a feeling you've been hurt more than enough.
Father? But I'm here to duel General Lee.
You're here because you have no
Is
respect
that May
for our
or is that?
military.
That's not true.
Really? Even when they come up with terrible plans. My plans. My strategy. My military, that's what you have insulted.
Forgive me, Father. I meant no disrespect.
Don't do this. He's your son.
We'll see.
Where's the Zula looking all happy? Kick his ass, Zuko! You got this. Is that a Zula or is that May? I can't tell. Looks like it's supposed to be a Zula. This was pretty good. So he could have done it. Compassion showed his, proved to be his downfall.
Compassion
Yeah.
is a sign of weakness.
I had a feeling that they would do this. Wait a second. They're just doing it like this?
The soldiers are gone, so you should be able to get back to your ship without getting spotted. You know the worst part about being born 100 years ago? I miss my friends. Like Kusan. He was the best. And here's from the Fire Nation.
I really hope we get to see Kuzan somewhere, man.
If we knew each other back then, do you think we could have been friends?
Yeah, so they still kept this in. I kind of like this better, actually. Because, like, Aang still saw him off, technically. I kind of like Zuko, like, not being in a boat, though.
You should turn in, sir. We'll keep watch. Any sign of the prince, we'll let you know.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
The only thing I don't understand about
But
this
I'll
one
wait
is how they're going to do the whole thing where everyone comes to respect Zuko. Because usually...
You're wrong, you know. About him not caring. The doctor's creating a special herbal balm. Just for you. And the good news is, he says your vision will be fine. Now is not a good time.
I wish to speak with my son.
He's hurt.
He'll recover.
But he'll never heal.
This is nice. I like this kind of stuff.
You held back today. Maybe you saw that as a sign of respect, but it wasn't. It was weakness. You must purge that weakness out of you. You must be willing to give up the weak to make yourself strong. That is what makes us the Fire Nation. That is why we sacrifice the 41st Division. That is what you must do.
I also like that this version of Ozai actually seems like he's...
Sometimes the weak can become stronger. Sometimes you just have to give them a chance.
You will leave here immediately, and you are not to return until you have conquered the greatest remaining threat to our nation's destiny. You will find, capture, and bring me the Avatar. You are not to set a foot within our borders until this task is completed, under threat of the severest of penalties.
Ozai, you can't!
Brother, it's done.
Yeah, I like how this Ozai seems to be
Oh.
more like...
And
Just,
since
he
you're so
thinks he's a good
concerned with
father.
the 41st Division, take them with you.
Oh, okay.
As
So
your
there's a
crew.
41st Division. That's cool. I actually like that.
The 40... We're the 41st.
And you're all alive because of my nephew's sacrifice.
There's something out there.
It's him. Drop the lines. You're injured.
I'm fine.
We should have someone look at it.
I've dealt with worse.
I'm not going to ask you where you went. But in the future, nephew, I would appreciate it if you let me know whether or not you're still alive. There actually are a few of us who care about such things.
Attention!
Our prince has returned. Oh.
What's going on?
They must have missed you at music night. It's amazing how far we'll go to hide our true selves from the world.
All Aang has to do is get the
Perhaps it's because we don't
frozen
want people
frogs.
to know how much they really mean to us.
She's gonna put it there, not gonna be like, hey, give me my friends back and I'll give you this. What if he's not honorable? What about the other people? Is he just rescuing his friends? Yeah, I think this is the quietest I've been for an episode. if that's
But I suppose it can be scary to admit you need people.
that's how tired they look after like a
Some
couple
might see
days
that
or like a
as
day.
weakness, a liability,
What's happening?
or worse,
Oh.
Gyatso?
finding out someone you love has left you
Aww.
behind.
Can we talk about it when I get back?
Of course.
Once I save my friends, I want more time.
I guess that's why we feel the need to hide away and protect ourselves.
I hope to give like when Zuko redeems himself, they do like something with the 41st Division too.
So he put on a mask. It's not hard to understand why. What's hard is knowing that sometimes the mask is who we really are.
Damn, that was a good line. Jesus Christ, that was the best episode so far. Like like I feel like maybe me saying all that stuff about the boomy, like putting my hopes down, just like I was really worried. And this episode, holy crap, what a gut punch! Like it was everything I was hoping this series would be like. And I think it was because they're actually developing relationships in believable ways. Like Zuko, Iroh, like they're already believable as is, but Zuko Aang, like they're doing a really good job with that. And Zuko and Aang's relationship already feels more genuine than Aang's relationship with Katara and Sokka. Like Katara Sokka was literally only with Aang for like the first episode, maybe a bit of the second, and then from then everyone's had their own storylines, which I have not liked. But yeah, this is exactly what I've been wanting, just in terms of the feel of the story. It wasn't 101 for one, but like the changes they made works so well in the story, and just the parts that we got to see of Ozai. Like a lot of people are like, "Oh, like why did they show Ozai so early? Like he should have been in season 3. He's supposed to be this menacing shadow." And it's like is that really what made Ozai great for you? Like honestly, Ozai in the cartoon, he wasn't, yeah, he was menacing, but that was it. Like he wasn't this deeper character. He was like this just like rule the world type of dude, and he's still like that to a degree here, but we get more of that. Oh, I'm parenting in the way that I think is going to make my children better because we're supposed to be better. It's like this elitist mentality, and then that like kind of shapes a lot of how he treats Zuko, and then that's reflected in how Zuko behaves, and that's just like fantastic in terms of portrayal of everything. And Like Daniel Day Kim's killing it as Ozai. Just the Fire Nation cast are killing it. Like, just I'm excited to see more of the Fire Nation people. I'm hoping that Zuko, Katara, no, I'm hoping that Katara, Sokka, and Aang get more like actual bonding moments, so that it's a bit more. By the time that we reach the end, like they're more believable as a friend group. I mean, they're already like friends in real life, so it's not hard to get dynamic. But I mean, like actually in story. But man, I like just I don't know. I don't want to spoil this moment because that was a fantastic episode. Thanks for joining me on this one. Hopefully, the last two episodes are just as great as this. I have a feeling they will be covering essentially the second last episode will be like getting to the Northern Water Tribe, and then the last episode will be the fight against Zhao. So it's gonna amp up in the next two episodes. But I'm not worried about like aesthetics and fights. The fights have been fantastic. Uh, let's just hope they do all the other moments proud, because if they continued at this level, this specific episode's level, I'm happy with it. Like, honestly, just the fact that this episode exists, I'm already glad that this Netflix adaptation exists. So thanks again for joining me, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.